Hi, I'm Nona R. Calhoun Mumia, your council member for the village of Lincoln Heights. I was appointed to the seat on February 12, 2024, because no one ran to fill the seat during the 2023 presidential election. 20 months ago, I stepped into the role with one belief that Lincoln Heights deserves leadership built on integrity, transparency, and community pride. After everything I've seen and learned, that belief is stronger than ever. I've seen how deeply our residents care for one another, about our history, our families, and our future. But I also seen how internal conflict and breakdowns in process has slowed progress and weakened success. Good governance isn't about politics, it's about people. It's about listening, collaborating, and staying accountable. When we fight each other, we fail our residents. When we ignore the rules, we lose credibility. And when ego comes before service, nothing gets done. As chair of the Finance Committee, I've worked to bring clarity and accountability to how we manage our tax dollars. As co-chair of Law and Safety, I've pushed for stronger partnerships to bring our neighborhoods together and keep them secure. Through economic development and planning, I've supported efforts to attract opportunity while protecting our village's character. And with We Thrive and Respect My Block, I've helped bring residents together around health, safety, and pride. Now I'm ready to build on that work with a plan rooted in action and accountability. A public finance dashboard so every resident can see where our money goes. A village code of conduct to keep us professional and respectful. Participatory budgeting, giving you a real voice in how we invest in our future, and a renewed commitment to collaboration within council and across our community. I'm not running to win arguments, I'm running to win progress for every resident, every block, and every generation to come. I've invested in this community. I'm a property owner. I pay my taxes according to the rules. I'm not going anywhere. I've learned a lot in these 20 months, and I'm ready to lead with what I've learned. Let's move Lincoln Heights forward together.
Hello, I am Trina Carter, and I am running for Lincoln Heights Village Council. As a music educator and fourth generation resident of Lincoln Heights, I believe we deserve a government that listens to our citizens' voices, makes measurable, attainable goals that reflect what the people are saying, and works cooperatively to keep us rising. What do you want to see in our beautiful village? How do you want to live, to work, to play? I want to work with you to make Lincoln Heights everything it can and should be, but I can't do it alone. I look forward to actively participating at every meeting to ensure your voice is heard and Lincoln Heights becomes the community you want to live in. I am committed to increasing communication between Village Council and our residents through multiple methods. Lincoln Heights is a great community with a long history. Each and every citizen has a part to play in our community, and one of my goals is to empower our residents. Together, we are stronger. Together, we can do anything. On November 4th, please vote for me and others you can trust to work in harmony for progress. Thank you.
Greetings, Lincoln Heights residents. I am Laverne Mitchell, a candidate for re-election to Lincoln Heights Council. However, I am not just a candidate. I am someone who has been committed to and advocating for the village of Lincoln Heights, its residents, and the municipal government. My long-term experience translates into effective leadership, knowing when to collaborate, when to negotiate, and how to get results. I'm running because I believe leadership is more than a title. It's a responsibility. A true leader has purpose, and my purpose is clear: to strengthen our community, to ensure its stability and its future. I bring the commitment to do the hard work. I've studied how municipal government works. I've walked alongside families who want stability, and I've listened to youth who are ready for opportunities. I know the challenges we face and how to turn those challenges into opportunities. There are solutions that are within our reach when we work together. I've gained a deep knowledge of what is needed for Lincoln Heights, from zoning decisions that shape our community to infrastructure projects that keep us moving, to the fiscal discipline needed to manage public funds wisely. History shows us that the greatest progress comes when leaders act with purpose. Knowing the village's history helps balance tradition with progress. That's the kind of leadership I will continue to bring: steady, principled, and always focused on people, not politics. As a member of the next council, I can help newer council members navigate procedures, policies, and long-term planning. My commitment is to you, your family, your future, your safety, and your dignity. With your support, we will build a community where housing is stable, youth have pathways to succeed, businesses grow, and safety is a guarantee. I ask you to vote for me, Laverne Mitchell. I am ready to lead with purpose. I am ready to continue to serve with commitment. And together, we will move the village forward and build the future we deserve. Thank you.
My name is Karen Scott Hingston, and I'm honored to be running as a candidate for council in the village of Lincoln Heights. I was born with a heart to serve, raised to believe that when you see a need in your community, you don't wait on someone else to fix it, you step up. I have proudly served and been deeply involved in our community. I've had the opportunity to work with We Thrive, Weed and See, the Economic Development Commission, Recreation, Lincoln Heights Day, Law and Safety, and the Charter. I've also had the opportunity to be on council as they work through their difficult issues. These experiences why I'm running for council, because I believe in us, in our families, our neighborhood, and in our future. Lincoln Heights has a rich history. We are a community built on strength, resilience, and pride. But we also know that pride alone isn't enough. We deserve leadership that will listen, act, and deliver, not just promise, but progress. I'm running on a platform of accountability, opportunity, and unity. Accountability means we ensure transparency on how decisions are made and how our resources are used. You deserve to know where your tax dollars are going and how they're improving our daily lives. Opportunity means investing in our youth, supporting small businesses, and creating real economic development, not outside investments that push us out, but local growth that lifts us up. And unity, that's the foundation. We may not all look the same, worship the same, or walk the same path, but we share a zip code, a school district, a future, and together we are stronger. If elected, I will fight for safer streets by strengthening relationships between the village, council, and the law enforcement and addressing all residents' concerns. Better housing, making sure residents have access to affordable, decent homes without fear of being displaced. Youth empowerment, working with programs that keep our kids engaged, inspired, and on task to succeed. Economic development that includes us, not development that pushes us out. I am not a career politician. I'm a neighbor, a mother, and I believe in Lincoln Heights. I don't have all the answer, but I promise you this. I will listen, I will learn, and I will lead with honesty, transparency, and compassion. I humbly ask you for your support, your prayers, and most of all, your vote. Let's rise together, Lincoln Heights. Community first always. Community connected courage. Real change, real result. For the people, with the people. Let's build Lincoln Heights together.
Hello, my name is Norby Tate, and I'm running for the Village of Lincoln Heights Council. I'm running because I believe our community has so much potential and it's time to unlock it. I want to bring revenue to the village by attracting business, grants, and other opportunities that will strengthen our economy. I'm committed to community engagement. Our voice matters, and I want to make sure every resident feels heard, valued, and included in the decision-making that shapes our future. And finally, I want the village of Lincoln Heights to function as a thriving community so we can grow, improve our service, and create a place where we are all more proud to call home. There's an African proverb which says, it takes a village to raise a child. That means everyone in that village is involved in raising that child. I'm saying it takes a community to revive a village. Everyone is involved in rebuilding the village of Lincoln Heights. With your support, we can build a stronger Lincoln Heights. I humbly and respectfully ask for your vote on November 4th so that we can take our village to the next level. Remember, vote Norby Tate on November 4th. It takes a community to revive a village.